Well, hello and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to play another game of Guess the Eyeshadow Palette. So let me remind you the rules. I used one particular palette on my eyes today. I'm first going to show you the shades I did use, and then I'm going to show you the rest of the palette, so the shades I didn't use on my eyes today. The goal is for you to guess which palette it is as soon as possible. Today I feel like it's a hard and an easy one at the same time. I feel like when I'm going to show you the shades I used on my eyes, you're not going to be able to guess, or you're not going to think of that palette in particular. But then when I will show you the rest of the shades, I feel like I'm going to give it away. Okay, let's start with the shades I did use on my eyes. So I used 3 neutral shades. I did create a shape. You see, on my eyes, I started with the lighter shade, and then I went in deeper and deeper, and then I deepened the outer corner and the crease a little bit with the deeper brown here. I also used that deeper brown just on my lower lash line, and then you see that kind of purpley pink, yeah, let's just call it a purpley pink. I put it all over my lid, and then on my lower lash line, just here in the middle. And then I put that glittery light shade in my inner corners. I put a black pencil in my upper waterline, and I also used a black liner and a black mascara. So if you look at it this way, you might think this is more of a neutral palette, but it's not. Don't be fooled. Now the rest of the shades in the palette, which I didn't use today, are very different from what you've just seen. I have talked about this palette before on my channel a couple of times actually, so you might have been able to guess. I feel like it's not a very much talked about palette, not as much as it should have been in my opinion. So you see it's actually very colorful and kind of pastel looking for some of the shades, and then you just have a bunch of neutrals to complement any look you want to create. I went the opposite way today because I wanted to trick you, and so I used mostly the neutral shades. So there are 15 shades in the palette. There's 7 shimmery shades and 8 matte shades. It's really a perfect combination in my mind. This palette, like everything about it, really makes sense to me. I find it very beautiful, and for pastel shades, like they actually work quite nicely. So let's see if you have guessed what palette I have on my eyes today. It is the 90s Remix Dance palette from BH Cosmetics. Here's what the inside looks like. So basically you have 5 colorful matte shades, some of them a bit more pastel than others. And then you have corresponding shimmery shades, which I think it's just really brilliant. You then have 3 neutrals to kind of create the structure of your look, and then 2 neutral shimmery shades if you want to play it more safe. This is a very good palette to me, both in terms of quality. You know, I do love BH formula, and also in terms of color story. I love the way that it's put together in the palette. It just really makes sense. Like I said, to me, I look at it and I know what I want to do, and there's a bunch I want to do with this palette. There's a bunch I've actually already done with this palette. Up until now, I had done mostly colorful looks because that's what the palette calls for, but today, like I said, I wanted to trick you a little bit and use the more neutral shades. This is not the only BH Cosmetics palette I own. I have a bunch. I really love their formula. These shadows are very pigmented. I mean, I didn't go hard on the swatches, honestly. The shimmery shades in this one are not the most wow, oh my god, super metallic, but they're also swatches with my fingers, so maybe if you put a setting spray and moisten the shades a little bit, then you will get more punch. BH Cosmetics recently filed for bankruptcy, and apparently they've been bought by Makeup Revolution, which I'm a bit concerned about. Hopefully they're going to be able to maintain the same quality and the same beautiful color stories. Like I said, this isn't my only BH Cosmetics palette, and I really love them all, both in terms of formula, of color story, the way that you work with the shadows, and also, of course, the price. This I got because it was on sale, so I got for like 10 euros, I believe, so really a good investment. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel because it's free, so why wouldn't you? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.